So last time, we finally dealt with the kidnappers and torturers at the brothel, but Roman got injured quite badly. This may put our vigilantism on hold for a few days, but I'm sure we'll get back to it soon. So, it's now day 10, and a raid has meant that both Amelia and Roman are now injured. It should be worth getting them both to rest and recuperate before they do any more missions. However, we do get a visit today from a neighbour who needs some help in protecting herself and her family. Roman answers the door, and of course, he can't turn down a cry for help. Amelia gets a bit worried, but oh well, duty calls. She sticks around at home to sleep and recover, making sure not to leave the house unguarded overnight. Roman does return the following morning, a bit worse for wear, having saved the neighbour of course, but we are running out of bandages. Amelia whips up a helmet, and they both sleep to the end of the day. But this evening, Amelia thinks it's smart to head back to the brothel and grab up any extra resources that Roman had missed the first time he was there. I mean, the first time he was there, he was relatively busy. She manages to get a few bandages and some food, and that should give us a good setup for the next few days. The next day, though, is even better as the trader turns up. Amelia uses this opportunity to get some more bandages and food and a whole lot of materials in exchange for a vest and a gun. Being a vigilante in this game really does pay. With the new resources, Amelia makes an axe and gets to work chopping up useless furniture for more wood and fuel. With this wood, she is able to make another barricade, which makes our lair even more protected. With that and another rest day full of chopping up furniture, we are finally ready for our first mission this episode. A warehouse in town has been taken over by a group of bandits, stopping anyone else from sharing in the resources. It's about time they were taught a lesson. Roman heads up with a gun, a helmet, a vest, his knife and a few lockpicks just in case. He waits quietly while the first two bandits do the classic Bond villain thing of explaining their whole plan in front of the protagonist, before they disappear off into the building. Roman follows slowly and finds that one of the two is still waiting by the front door in prime backstab position. A couple moments later, he's doing the downward facing bandit on the floor, dead. Roman then heads upstairs following the second bandit and makes a bit of noise to get his attention. It works, and the second bandit runs past Roman's hidey hole and he joins his friend smelling the floorboards. The final one is trickier to deal with as he's been set up across the other end of the building. Thankfully, Roman can climb over the top and come down in a prime position to deal with him. A couple of volleys of shots and the final bandit is down. Time to scavenge all their goodies. Back home, and it's day 14. Things are so much better than they were at the start of the video. We have more food, we have more meds, more barricades, and we can even now make an armchair. And if things weren't good enough, we have a new arrival at the front door. Boris joins the team. He is sure to be a valuable asset. He does tell us that a couple of snipers have set up in a construction site nearby, so we already have our next mission. We finish off the day by grabbing a radio, and then with the usual loadout, we get ready for the construction site. At the construction site, it's clear that they have set up shop upstairs. By clearing some rubble with the shovel, Roman can get in prime position to wait for the time to strike. When they run across to the right-hand side of the building, Roman senses his opportunity. He sneaks up behind them with a shotgun and lets rip. These guys try to put up a fight, with one of them attacking Roman physically, but they aren't really built for melee, and Roman pushes him back before letting out another shot. The final guy is far too weak to fight back after the first shot, so Roman puts him out of his misery and takes their guns for himself. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know where you want him to go next.